Hi, we are from At Home Tuition. In this video, we are going to see how to find square roots of the given number through prime factorization method with few examples. Our first question is, explain how to find square roots through prime factorization. So consider the prime factorization of the following numbers and their squares. So we'll see the prime factorization of a number and its square first. Suppose if you take a number 6, so the prime factor of 6 is 2 times 3. So 3 and 2 are the prime factors of 6. So if you take the number 36, the prime factors are 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay. So now if you take the number 8, the prime factors of 8 are 2 times 2 times 2. And if you take 64, the prime factors are 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Similarly for 12, the prime factors are 2 times 2 times 3, and for 144, it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Similarly, for the number 15, the prime factors are 3 times 3 times 5. So, and for 225, the prime factor is 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. So, now let's analyze what is the difference between the prime factor of the number and its square. Suppose if you take the number 6, the 2 occurs one time, okay, and for the number 36, the prime factorization of 36, 2 occurs 2 times. Similarly, the number 3, digit 3 occurs only one time in the prime factorization of 6, and it occurs 2 times in the prime factorization of 36. Same way, if you take the number 8, okay, so the prime factorization of 8, you have 3 2's, 2, 2, 2. But if you take 64, you will have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's. Okay, so for prime factorization of 12, you have 2 2's and 1 3. But if you take 144, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 2's and 2 3. Similarly, for 15, you have 1 3 and 1 5. For 225, you will have 2 3 and 2 5. So now with this pattern, what we have observed is, each prime factor in the prime factorization of the square of a number occurs twice the number of times it occurs in the prime factorization of the number itself. So each factor occurs twice in the prime factorization of the number itself. Okay, so now we will see first example. Find the square root of 324 by prime factorization. So now let's find the prime factorization of 324. So now 324, we are dividing it by 2. So you'll get 162. Then 162 divided by 2, you'll get 81. So 81 cannot be divided by 2. So we are dividing it by 3. So 81 divided by 3 is 27. Then 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So now 324 can be written in the prime factorization as 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. That is 2 times 2 is 1 time, and 3 we are getting it 4 times. So this 2 times 2 can be written as 2 square. 3 times 3 can be written as 3 square. Here 3 times 3 can be written as 3 square. So 2 into 3 the whole square. So 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 3 is 18. So 18 square. So square root of 324 is 18. Okay, so because 18 into 18, so you will get 324. Next question is 48 a perfect square. Find through prime factorization. So now let's do the prime factorization of the number 48. So 48 divided by 2, which is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So now we are writing the prime factor for 48. That is 2 times 2. 2 times 2, that is 4 2's times 3. See here, if you combine, we have seen that for a perfect square number, all the factors will be twice. So here combine 2 times 2, 2 times 2, and for 3, there is no pair. So since all the factors are not in pairs, so 48 is not a perfect square number. So for a perfect square number, all the numbers should be in pairs or in 2 doubles. So here 48 is not a perfect square. So from the above example, we can conclude a pattern that square root of a perfect square number can be found by prime factorization method if all the prime factors occurs twice the number of times it occurs in the prime factorization of the number itself. Next question is, what number should be multiplied and divided with 48 to get a perfect square number? So previous case we have seen how to find the prime factorization for 48. So 48 repeatedly divide by 2. So you will get 24, 12, 6, and if you divide 6 by 2 you will get 3. So we can write the prime factor of 48 as 48 equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 into 3. So here 3 is the number which doesn't have pair. So we are saying that 48 is not a perfect square. So the number to be multiplied to get a perfect square is, we want to make a pair for this 3. So now if you multiply this with 3, so 3 is the only factor which does not have pair. So we need to multiply by 3 to complete the pair. So hence 48 times 3, so which is nothing but 144. Okay, so 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 3 times 3 will get. So it's 144. So 144 is a perfect square number. Then the same way we want to find which number should be divided to get the perfect square. Again you know that 3 is the number which doesn't have pair. So we want to divide this 48 divided by 3. So 48 divided by 3 is 16. So if you have 16, then you can write it as 2 times 2, 2 times 2. So all the 2 have a pairs. So 16 is a perfect square number. So thus the number 3 should be multiplied and divided with 48 to get a perfect square number. Next question is, find the square root of 6400. So by prime factorization we can find the square root of 6400. So 6400 divided by 2 is 3200. 3200 divided by 2 is 1600. 1600 by 2 is 800. 800 divided by 2 is 400. 400 divided by 2 is 200. 200 divided by 2 is 100. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So 25 cannot be divided by 2. So 25 can be divided by 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. So now I am writing the prime factorized for 6400. It's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5. So I am having 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of 2 and 1 pairs of 5. So if you multiply all these things, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 5 is 80. So the square root of 6400 is 80. Next question is 90 a perfect square number? So now let's find through prime factorization method. So 90 divided by 2 is 45. 45 cannot be divided by 2. So I am dividing by 3. So I'll get 15. 15 divided by 3 I am getting 5. So now I am writing prime factors for 90. 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. So I have only one pair of 3 and the 2 and 5 doesn't have pairs. So 90 is not a perfect square number. Also we have learnt another method that a perfect square number should always end with even number of zeros. But if you take 90, you have only one zero, that is odd number of 0. So with this method also you can say that 90 is not a perfect square number. So overall 90 is not a perfect square number. Hope you have understood how to find the square roots and a square number by using prime factorization method. Thank you for watching the video.